Part of being a good band is having your shit together.
We're probably some of the best people in the city to work with. We're so fucking cool.
Never make a big deal of anything. We always are everywhere on time, double checking logistics.
So like insanely meticulous. Every show that we've put on has like been pretty successful.
We've played first at almost every show. I guess though, we haven't been invited to a show in a while.
This whole event that's happening right now is like such a good thing. I mean, like, it's not like for rock stars or anything.
It's not like we're the band and then like we're cool and you're not. A lot of people would have given up. Logistically, it seems too much like a nightmare.
Far-fetched. No way that we can get any gear down anywhere on a plane.
Did they say that they actually like physically like own a whole bunch of gear, or that they can just like guide us to where it is, or?
That they have access to a strong hold of gear.
Ten months ago, this band became rad.
Well, we were always rad, but we weren't always good.
And I've been in this band for 5 months. First show I played, everyone's like, "You guys are fucking awesome," congratulating us. I'm so glad you joined this band. Just what they needed.
Dan's just like, yeah, well, as if Hugh gets to ride the glory right off the bat.
And I totally did. Monterrey is a really nice kind of city, man. Gorgeous mountains all around and like houses. A market that runs right through the middle of the city, which is full of life and color and people.
We saw a human statue, which was like the best human statue I've ever seen in my life.
And we saw some cops that look like hardcore music fans.
Like guys from Agnostic Front in cops.
And some goths that apparently put our Vancouver goths to shame.
Oh yeah.
In terms of aesthetics and style.
Vancouver goths are all fucking fat chicks from fucking Coquitlam.
Punk shows were like, you want to come there as early as you can and stay there as late as you can. You were that excited about the people that were there. The music is there and it's kind of important, but it's not as important as the people who come. It's a place to gather. It's really a reason to gather and fucking have fun. And the bands are kind of second to all that.
Plaza of Gold, right?
This shit's like all paid for too, right? Is that like the story?
That's the story, man. That's the story.
Fucking crazy, man. This is like my very first like rock star experience. So, is it Roberto? Is the guy that's coming?
I think so, yeah. Or his buddy, maybe. But I guess the club's like across the street.
From here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes our life super easy.
I wonder if they're gonna put NOFX up in here too.
Fuck, man. Probably. Where else would they put them? Holy shit.
At some point.
I might do some push-ups. If I do, you guys can't laugh at me.
I've already seen you in Terminator mode. I don't think anything could be more funny than that.
Wow. Girl talk tonight. Yeah, loads of people showing up to this show. Why would they? Apparently we're all gonna go in like a bunch of rock stars.
I don't think similes are necessary.
All right, a lot has happened. A lot has happened. Nobody came to pick us up like they were supposed to. And then we ended up walking across the street to the venue. Which is wicked. A girl talk and everything.
One point worth noting was that when you order a beer at the bar, it's actually 2 beers in a big cup.
Yeah.
When they're pouring your whiskey cola, it's basically just a free pour with a 2-liter and a 2.6 into a cup about yay big around. That's enough booze to party on for the whole night for some people. We met up with our good friend Roberto, brought out the Jaeger shots, 2 or 3 of them, and then the bottle, which he then hurled at the wall. We go around, we go up into the kind of green room, back room area. I said, what do you want to hear? Do you want to hear our record? And he's like, yeah. So I turn it on. He decides that he wants the record to be a lot louder. So he goes and jacks up the volume. He removes a bong from a giant vase.
Like it looks like a fucking awesome like Chinese vase or something.
Yeah, like a nice big vase. He's holding the vase with this look on his face. He hurls it at the wall. Picks up a chair. Smashes it on the ground. At this point, we're all rocking out pretty hard, running around this big room. He kind of gives me the sign like, you take a whack at it. So, raise the chair above my head and bring it crashing down on the ground. This continued for the duration of the record. 17 minutes is the length of the current record. He was the first one to throw something into the picture.
Oh dude, I thought that was so off limits.
When you just hit that level of drunkenness, rational thought is gone. 2 tables, 8 chairs, and 2 giant framed pictures on the wall. We destroyed. The door swung open slightly. The look was just mortified.
Dan holding a broken table leg, just about to fucking whip it at something. The room was carnage. Broken, shattered shit all over the floor. Pieces of wood that were torn apart. Picture frames falling off the wall.
Needless to say, a few bouncers came in with the other owner and, amazingly enough, politely asked us to leave.
The speed of events, you know, this thing that almost seemed like we were going to get our asses kicked, immediately afterwards, one of the guys who helped kick us out is ordering us into another car to go drive to some other place.
And our good friend Roberto opens up the SUV. I'll climb in and drive off to an after party.
The cool thing about it is that we just published our album.
That was the first time we really showed it.
Like debuted it officially or whatever. And it just incited us to violence.
At the after party, we just kind of unwound a little bit.
I met a girl who came up and talked to me and was one of the only people who, one of the few people who could speak English to us. Made a new friend. The guy at the desk who's been nothing but courteous and helpful reminds us that we can't have guests in our hotel room. There's nowhere for her to go. We don't even know this town. We can't take her anywhere. She's far from her home. You know, it's 6 a.m. already, but it turned into a rad, memorable night.
Monterrey.
Sorry we didn't get any footage of the show last night. We killed it.
Best crowd members in there.
Cheered pretty loudly for the bands.
We pulled off a pretty decent celeb moment after the show. Canadians handing out free shit.
Yeah.
We went 0 for 17 on our plans with the promoter. Not one plan that we organized actually went through.
Sound check. So late. open the doors late.
There's really no time for us to play anyways. Wouldn't let Mike in.
Wouldn't let Mike in because they recognized us from the clusterfuck.
NOFX had a fallout as well. They got in a band fight, went back to the hotel, trashed the hotel lobby. So, you know, I don't know, like maybe the angry tour god, Turgo or whatever.
He summoned the demon.
Summoned the demon. NOFX will remember us. The documentary guy knows the story.
We're live.
We're live. We're here. We didn't lose our exit things. Mexico fucking rules, man. No matter what.
Good riddance, you Canadian fucks.
No regrets, man.